All right. Hail and well met, travelers up there on YouTube. Travelers who might want to drop by and watch my stream and enjoy some Phasmophobia. Hopefully, y'all are ready for some ghost hunting today, because that is obviously, if you can tell by the game, the plan for the day is we're going to be going into Phasmophobia, where we're at. I'm going to be going into my usual afternoon no evidence runs, where I have evidence completely turned off, so that I have to spend time observing the ghost behavior outside of their usual hard-coded evidence to figure out what they are. Because every ghost has their own unique behavior to them, and if you pay enough attention with the right tools, with the right extra tools, because things like salt, whatever. If you pay attention with the right extra tools, you can still identify the ghost without using any evidence. Every ghost has a way to tell. Not some ghosts are harder than others, and some ghosts require a little bit more of a subtle touch than some people are willing to give. So of course it's not for everybody. But hopefully I'm here to help show off what knowledge I do have, what experience I do have in playing the game this way, and helping you figure ghosts out. But sometimes I get it wrong still, because I'm kind of a not to put too fine a point on it, but I am kind of mid. But before I get into it, I do want to bring up as sort of a I want to try to get in the habit of like doing like an announcements before the stream starts kind of thing. Not that I necessarily have anything specific announcement wise right now, but I do want to say that as far as an update goes with like the quality of my stream, since that's kind of what is on my mind lately, is Google Fiber was supposed to be installed this last Wednesday. And they ended up canceling the appointment part way. I don't know if any of you have been paying attention to my Twitter. And if you haven't been paying attention to my Twitter, you really should, because that is where I'll post things like, my schedule or updates on what is going on with me in terms of my VTuber journey. Like, do I have a new model? Do I have new overlays? Do I have a special event coming up? Maybe one day I'll start doing collabs. And if I do collabs, I'm going to announce it on Twitter. I might mention things on my YouTube community page posts, but I don't know how many people really pay attention to YouTube community posts, and if you don't already follow me on YouTube anyway, if you're not already a subscriber to my YouTube channel, then you might not necessarily notice my community posts anyway. It's part of why I do things on Twitter. Twitter is all about outreach, as far as how it currently works and functions, even though it's kind of a dumpster fire right now. Why is there so many? Oh, that's right. Okay. So I still for now use Twitter until I decide whether or not to move to Threads or till Blue Sky comes out or something like that. I haven't really made a decision on that front yet. I know it's kind of a fine point right now. We're kind of in a weird place right now with the way Elmo is running things. I have to put too fine a point on it. But anyway, before I say that's where I post things like updates and schedules. As far as my VTuber journey goes, Google Fiber was supposed to be installed Wednesday, and like I mentioned on Twitter, they're supposed to, and then they didn't. They like 45 minutes, like half an hour went, okay, 15 minutes went by, still not here. Half an hour went by, still not here. 45 minutes into the appointment, they canceled it by email. I didn't get a phone call or a text or nothing. So I'm still there at like an hour and a half later, like, where the hell are these people? Then I finally checked my Gmail, and oh, they canceled. Okay, now I know they canceled. At which point I went ahead and went onto their support site, and like, I guess I contacted their online chat help thing, the support thing. I don't know the exact name for it. And I kind of asked, so y'all canceled my appointment. And I went ahead and rescheduled it for next week at a time that works for me, but can I count on that appointment to be canceled too? Would that appointment be canceled too? Like, I came out kind of passive aggressive, I'll admit. I was kind of frustrated at the time, because this last week was my week off from work. It was my summer shut. They do a thing every year at work. It's called summer shutdown, where for a week the whole plant isn't in production. The whole Toyota plant is not in production. We don't do work. Since I had a week off, like, okay, this is the perfect time to get shit done around the house. Pardon my French. To get anything done. So I could do things like yard work. I could do things like get a internet install. I could build up my new PC, which I do have the parts for it now, sitting here in boxes and cardboard. It was the perfect time for it to happen, and then it just didn't happen. But they ended up telling me was that the construction crews, I need to have like a just chatting screen on one of these days. I can get an actual background or my model just kind of sitting here talking while the chat is showing and whatnot. That's what VTubers do, right? But they told me that the construction crews weren't done outside my house, and I did notice, I think, on 2 separate days, the week before my appointment, I think on the weekend even. It might have been like on a Friday, and I think on like maybe Thursday before that, or maybe I don't know, one of the days before the appointment, several days before, there were people outside the house in like a normal, construction contractor type truck, just a basic truck. They obviously hired some contracted construction company to go in, dig through my yard, install the wire, lay the wire into the dirt, and go up to my house, connected to the fiber optic cables. And then from there, they attach some kind of box to my house. And I don't know entirely what's in the box, but that's where the wire goes to. I thought that meant they were done outside. So it didn't even register in my head that maybe they weren't done. But on top of that, it had nothing to do with me, in the sense that when I ordered the Google Fiber, I set the appointment that they supposedly had available as an appointment to install the Google Fiber. And they told me that, okay, construction crews will be outside your house a couple days before to install some stuff. And then on the day, and you don't have to do anything to them. You don't have to do anything with them. You don't got to talk to them. You don't do nothing. Supposedly they don't, as long as they can access the side of my house in my backyard or whatever, they're fine. But I didn't do anything with them. At one point they did knock on my door, but I'm like, they don't need nothing from me. What do they want? Like, I was doing the whole millennial avoiding opening the door thing. You know what I mean? Because they didn't want any of the. I didn't want to deal with them. I wasn't in the mood to deal with them that day. And what could they possibly want? They're just random construction people. They can access my backyard, no problem. So I just left them alone, and they did their work. I thought their work was done. But then the day of the appointment came, where supposedly I do need to interact with the tech install person who's supposed to come into my house and make sure the jack is installed and set up the modem and make sure everything's working correctly. Well, they canceled the appointment and told me the construction crews weren't done, and I'm like, ooh, what's going on here? So I went ahead and rescheduled for this coming Tuesday, but I haven't noticed any construction people outside my house. I haven't noticed any kind of construction crew doing work outside the house in recent days. Maybe tomorrow there'll be somebody. I don't know. I don't have any guarantee that this whole appointment will even go through. Maybe they'll cancel it again. It's not exactly a good first impression for Google Fiber, I have to say. I'm kind of excited to get Google Fiber because that means the upload speed bandwidth is going to skyrocket. Because right now with Spectrum's normal service, I don't have Spectrum Fiber. I just have regular Spectrum. It's 11 Mbps, which means I can go up to about, let's say, 7K bitrate on my streaming quality, which is pretty good. I think Twitch caps you at 6K anyway. Not to talk too techie for y'all, but like I don't feel like I have enough room bitrate wise to really go 1080p. At least as far as the quality of my streams go. I mean, keeping it at 720 with 1080 with a 6K bitrate, that's probably even too high for that. I don't know, but I keep it as high as I can get without really feeling like I'm hurting my bandwidth. And at the same time, I also have to be cognizant of the fact that I can't really multi-stream. The plan has always been for me to stream to both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, because why would I want to grow on just one platform when I can grow on two? And whichever platform does happen to grow is the one I should focus on the most, right? And it's not like it's going to hurt me to anything to grow on both. Because let's face it, Twitch, as far as paying out money to like affiliates and partnerships and whatnot, they don't pay that much. So I'd rather just go ahead and stream to both, get as much of an audience as I can, and let y'all experience what I got to show off. But anyway, that killed my mood for the whole week. That just killed my mood. And I know that's a terrible excuse for not doing stuff, for not getting stuff done, but that completely killed my mood. So I didn't even get started on my new PC build. And I really wanted to build this new PC, and I really wanted to improve my office area, my streaming quality, all this good stuff. But I think I'm gonna try and start on that over the next couple of days. After Monster Monday, I think I'm gonna try and start on my new PC build, even if it's like one step at a time over the course of the week. Even if the internet doesn't come in, I'm gonna try to start like piece by piece. But what's gonna have to happen is I have everything brand new for this upcoming PC build. I didn't plan to build a whole new PC, but that's what ended up happening. because first I bought a processor and a graphics card, and then I'm like, okay, now I actually need a new motherboard because it turns out this socket on this processor won't work on the current motherboard I have. And I got, since I had a new motherboard, that meant I also needed to get new RAM because this RAM has a different kind of seating than the RAM that I have now. So I had no choice but to get the RAM upgrade as well. At this point, I'm like, well, I realized, well, shit, since I have a new processor and a new graphics card and all this other, and all that stuff is going to draw power from the power supply, I need to make sure I have a big enough power supply for it. And turns out, yes, I need to get a bigger power supply. And since I got a new motherboard, I went ahead and got a whole new case because I'm like, why not? So I basically ordered a whole new PC build from scratch. I think I'm gonna reuse the same PC cooling fan that I have right now because it's a fancy one, and I don't see the point in ordering a new one. But I don't have new hard drives. I don't have new hard drives or solid state drives, whatever. I don't have any new of those. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. Because once I build the PC up, I have to figure out which hard drive am I gonna move over from this PC to the new one to do as the window install. I have 2 different SSDs that are 1 terabyte large, and I think I'm gonna pick the spare one and try to move my games off that one, because I can just reinstall games, right? The main hard drive is gonna have the file, like screenshot files and all that kind of stuff. And if anything, as long as I have that main SSD on there, I'm gonna have to do the PC cooling fan too. I might get a new CPU cooling fan. I might just go ahead and order one while I'm in the process of building this anyway. We'll see. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling with my little announcements. That's like 15 minutes of me just rambling about my week off and how things did not go according to plan. I'm gonna go ahead and get into Phasmophobia because that's probably what y'all are here for. I'm gonna go ahead and get on that. So the plan, of course, is go into random houses. But I always, just for the record, I don't do these no evidence runs on high school or Sunny Meadows or prison or on Maple Lodge. And the only reason is not because they're harder, it's because the maps are bigger. Bigger map means more time spent on the map doing stuff. And I don't like my runs to go too long. Sometimes a no evidence run can take a while if you have a particularly difficult ghost. And that is hard, that would get compounded with how large the map is. And eventually it's gonna get to the point where like, okay, I'll be honest, Sunny Meadows, part of why I avoid Sunny Meadows is it's such a very spooky map that it's still hard for me to go into there. But high school and prison and Maple Lodge, even without the spook factor, those maps are just too big. And eventually you're gonna get to the point where like you're staying in maybe a small corner of like 3 rooms worth of space and ignoring the rest of the map. So like, what's the point of having the large map if you're gonna hang out just near where the ghost is and where your hiding spots are at, right? Like, you're not really using the whole map. So I feel like it's a waste of time and a waste of both my time and y'all's time in terms of map quality and stream quality. I want to go ahead and I'm going to spin my little wheel of death and misfortune. That'll tell us where we're going to go. Okay, that's actually not a bad start. We're starting off with Tanglewood. It's kind of the starter home anyway, right? And the wheel goes away. We're gonna start off with Tanglewood. It's a nice, cozy little place. Very few rooms, very small space. Yeah, that rhymed. To show off how these no evidence runs really work. I think y'all will have a good time here. Just get my equipment. I always start with these items. I always start with EMF to find the ghost, flashlight so I can see, and of course pictures so I can get pictures of like the bone or the cursed possession or whatever pictures I can get, because pictures, money, you know. It's so weird to me. Anyway, we have on Tanglewood Drive today with our first no evidence run of the day. We have Richard Kraft. We got to find an EMF. We got to do, for optional objectives, we have EMF, crucifix, and escape. EMF, crucifix, and escape. EMF is pretty much going to happen. That's why I always take it first anyway. Crucifix might not happen. It depends on the ghost. Although these small spaces, it should be pretty easy. And escape, well, that's going to happen eventually anyway. I gotta do tests. I'm gonna do line of sight tests anyway. Actually, I'll turn my audio up. What's that sound? There's the bone. I'm gonna turn my audio up for the game so y'all can hear better. There we go. Hopefully y'all can hear like throws or the ghost footsteps or whatever. But don't have music box. Let me know if it's too quiet or too loud. I can try to adjust the audio for y'all so y'all can hear the footsteps and whatnot. I'm trying all the time to improve the audio quality of my stream as well as the video quality. So no tarot cards, no music box, no mirror. I can hide there. No voodoo doll. And the breaker's not in here, but I'm gonna check this real quick. Yeah, I can hide in the garage. Do I have summoning circle? No, I don't. I have no Ouija board. You know, I think I have the monkey paw. It looks like I cannot hide down here, so there's not really a point to me coming down here right now. Unless that turns out to be the ghost room. Monkey's paw should be in that cabinet, right? Am I forgetting a tool? There it is, okay. Let's listen very carefully here. Because what I like to do, every map I go into, as the first thing I do, is first of all, I like to find the bone and the cursed possession, get their photos and whatnot. I try to find my hiding spots. I also, of course, try to get the breaker on with the lights, because lights protect your sanity. And I like to try to find the ghost room. And once I have those 5 things out of the way, then I can start really getting to business, really getting down to work. Oh. Well, this is the ghost room, and he's not a mare. Can I do this? Yes. Okay, so he's in here. Ha! He's in this room. I'm gonna put it on this table right here so I can make use of it if I have to. He's in the master bedroom. All right, that's actually nice. I want to turn these lights off over here. I don't need them. I can hide in the garage as well as over here, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a flashlight here for now. All right, so now we know which room the ghost is in, and we already know he's not a mare. And the reason I know that, I'll go and try to explain this as I go as best as I can. The reason I know he's not a mare is because he turned on that lamp. Mares cannot turn on lights. That's one of the most important pieces of clues. It's like the only clue you can really have, the hard clue you can have to whether or not your ghost is a mare. If they turn a light on, you guarantee not to have one. There's other little tips and tricks to that. If we end up with a mare, I'll explain things better for that. But know that in this situation, for sure, we do not have a mare. You might go into one of those rooms to hunt, and that's fine. As long as it doesn't hunt out here, I'm happy with that. Now, it's of course entirely possible he's not actually in that room. We don't know for sure yet. I want to confirm that. Also, I want to drop this off. I want to confirm whether or not that's actually the ghost room. And now that the house has been with the power turned on for long enough, this is the second reason we have it to turn the breaker on. We can use a thermo and check which room is cold. You can also start putting in things like motion sensors and using the paramic. Now, in general, what I try to do, after I go through my 5-point checklist of starting every map, is I try to bring in every tool I'm going to use right off the bat. This room is a 3, 4, 0.6. It's definitely this room. Definitely this room. We'll listen to him later. What I was about to explain is I try to make sure I don't spend too much time playing with the ghost. Oh, wait, I need that photo. This one? Yeah, okay. I try not to spend too much time playing with the ghost early on, because, I mean, first of all, my sanity is still kind of high. Another door. Oh, I'll take that photo, I think. Let me see. Yeah, I'll take the photo. I'll do it. Yeah, there we go. All right. Anyway, before I got distracted, I try not to spend too much time playing with the ghost early on. I try not to waste too much time in the house, just kind of sitting there playing with the ghost and using tools early on, because first of all, early on, I have a lot of sanity. I still have 76%. I lost a lot more than I thought I would, admittedly. Maybe I have a gen or something. I don't know yet. Culture even. Possible. But we don't know that yet. We don't know yet. Let's do this for good measure too. Because if I spend all the time with the ghost, my sanity will get hit. I'll start going more crazy. The ghost will start hunting, and I won't have all the tools I need to mess with the ghost and really identify it. And I say that these are no evidence runs, but there are still certain tools that we need. And that was probably redundant. I probably should have put it in the bathroom or something, or outside the door, outside the room maybe. I didn't know if it comes behind me. I'll do that when I get it back in there. He's basically staying in the master bedroom. Okay. The idea is once you get through the first 5 steps, you know, the lights, the bone, crypt possession, all that good stuff. Once you get through those main 5 points, you bring all your tools in. You don't really want to start playing with the ghost too much early on until you have all your tools in the house so that you're able to just stay in the house. You don't want to have to go back out to the truck too much. And as much as I could say, I'm going out to the truck a lot right now, that's because I'm getting my tools. Once you, as you start getting more and more crazy, you want to be able to not leave the house because the ghost will start doing more stuff. The more time you spend observing the ghost in one long sitting, the better chance you got of identifying it. At least in my experience. Some people like to play the other way. Some people like to play the other way, where they get all their tools and go to town one by one, and that can work too. It can work. I'm not saying it's a wrong way to play. You can play your way. It's just saying this is the way I like to play, and it's the way I tend to do things, and it just works for me. I do have a reason for grabbing the video cam, by the way. Let's do this. Put this in the garage locker because I think it's going to be a good time for that. A good way to do that test. Let's open this all the way. That'll work. Okay, we know she's in here, or he. Is it she or he? That's the name. It's Richard. It's he. Now, it could be that there's an orb in that corner, but it doesn't seem to be an orb in here. So I'm going to go ahead and assume for now that we do not have a mimic. Which is a very good thing to know. He's still here. Let's do this. Maybe we have a wraith. He's still in here, right? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, there we go. We don't got a wraith. That's good to know. So now we're at the point where we're starting to, we can settle in the house because we have all the tools that are important. And we can just waste time figuring this ghost out. Let's turn off all these lights. Mirror. Window knock. Ah, damn it. I was trying to figure out where he was. He vented right over here. Watch this, watch this. You go back in his room, right? Wait, what? Who's over there? Are you going back to your room, or did you change rooms? There you go. There you go. Good guy. Good guy. Good job, Richard. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do a crazy thing. I wasn't gonna do this super early, but you know what? I might as well. Do this, grab this. I think I have the best hiding spot I could have for checking mining tests, so let's do this. Ugh. I wish to see the ghost. Not a myling. Good to know. Because the light's not flashing and I can still hear the ghost, so he's definitely not a myling. That means he's not a very quiet ghost. Wait. You hear that? He sped up. He's a Hantu. There's only 2 ghosts that can speed up like that during a hunt. Okay, that's actually a very big clue. I don't know if y'all could hear the echo of the breaker. That's actually a bigger clue right there. Break, because Hantus love to kill the breaker. We just have the biggest clue of all as to what this ghost is speed. It's actually very, very important. Let me go check our sanity to make sure that we're not in hunt range, because I like to know in advance if I'm at risk of being hunted or not. I'm actually not, surprisingly. I do need to have him eat a crucifix, and I need to do escape, so I gotta lose my sanity a little bit. And I gotta let him see me this time. Now, it's entirely possible that he just wasn't near electronics, but I'm pretty sure he was. We got this here, we got that over there. This camera, that EMF over there. Where'd I put it? Right there. This isn't on, but it shouldn't. Oh. Damn, dude, really? It's gonna be like that? Bro. Bro. Really? Wow, you went back really quick. Anyway, if y'all were able to hear the footsteps, I hope y'all were. If not, I need to turn up the audio for y'all in the future. The footsteps, it sounded like when he was far away from me in the locker, he was running fast at a couple of different points. His speed definitely changed from one point to the next, and there were a couple of times where he was even like a medium speed. Open that door right there, okay. Oh, there we go. There we go, good guy. Thank you. There are only a handful of ghosts that can really change speeds like that during a hunt, and I'm pretty sure that brings it down to 2, really. Either a Hantu or a Raiju, I'm pretty sure. Unless maybe we have a Rev, but he didn't know where I was at, so it's not Rev. I guess it's technically Deogen, but he didn't know where I was at, so not a Dio. Hi! Richard? I'd like to see you, Richard. Where are? I'd like to see you now. Richard! Richard? Richard? Hey, Richard, come here. Let's light on this so I can see things better. You throwing stuff at me? Richard's throwing stuff at me. You gonna hunt or not? Huh? Bro. Grandpa. Grandpa, can you calm down? He's probably gonna hunt. He blew my lighter out. Dick? Oh, pardon my friends, I forgot this is YouTube, not Twitch now. I might need to hide. Yep. Here, listen to the footsteps. Went over to the basement. See how slow he is now? He was kind of normal speed in the living room, right? Pretty sure this means we have a Hantu. The thing about Hantu is their speed is entirely based on the temperature of the room they're in. And of course, any room the ghost spends time in is the room that it's cold, that gets colder. The more time a ghost spends in a room, the colder that room gets. So a Hantu's ghost room, where it's cold, is where it's coldest and where it's also fastest. Anywhere else should be warmer, at least relatively. And like the living room, it was doing events over here, so this room was probably cold a little bit, so it's kind of normal-ish speed, right? But then it tried to go like over there, and you heard it going slow. So I'm pretty sure we got a Hantu. Let's go for another hunt. Let's do that. It wasn't like it's. Ooh. Hear how slow it is? Hear that speed? Hear the speed changing? You hear that, right? The pacing of the footsteps. Very important. He sped up over there. He shouldn't be speeding up in the garage. Unless he changed ghost room. It's entirely possible he changed rooms, actually. Let's see. Oh, he killed this light, right? Forgot about that. If we did change rooms, then I'm gonna have to move the crucifixes. Oh yeah, he's not here anymore. Oh, maybe he is. No, he shouldn't be. Where was that? I think that was the nursery door. Nani? Which? Oh, he touched that door right there. Yeah, he's in the foyer right now. Hello? Hi! How you doing? Oh, you are such a Hantu. Where'd you go? Hi! Oh shit. I don't want to throw that. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, don't push the G key by accident, guys. It throws your stuff. You know, I noticed he was starting to speed up a little bit, right? The reason for that is because as he spent more time in the garage, he was starting to make that room colder. Otherwise, he won't speed up at all. A Hantu only speeds up based on the temperature of the room that it's in. Let's do this. I still said, oh. Oh. It should be foyer. He should be. Oh, he's right. Yeah, he's like right there. Okay, yeah. Got that. Then we can know better. He's throwing stuff in the nursery. Wait a minute. Where you at, Ghost? You gonna hunt or not? Richard? Richard, you wanna come get me? Oh, you mad? I think he's mad, guys. Oh, yeah, he's mad, alright. He's positively enraged. Incensed. Bro, fun trick about the Hantu, by the way. They love to turn the breaker off. Uh-oh. I probably didn't need this much, but I did it anyway. I just wanted to be careful because going up the stairs you sometimes can't hear very well. All right, yeah. I think we're done here then. There's no way this is anything but a Hantu. I had to be sure. I had to double check, you know? Oh, he likes coming back at the garage, huh? Fun thing about Hantu is since he doesn't speed up on line of sight, only by... Hi, Grandpa. Since he only speeds up by temperature of the room. Find a room, like a garage over there, for example. Sorry about the noise. Find like the garage or like the kitchen here. If it's not the ghost room, if it's a room that's warm, you can take your ghost for a walk. Get the photos okay, let's see. Yeah, there we go. 3 stars all around. Now you can take your ghost for a walk if it's a Hantu and you find the right room that's warm enough. You can just loop it in circles because in that room, it'll stay slow as long as that room is warm. Of course, fair warning, the longer a ghost is in a room, the colder that room gets. So that's a thing. It can eventually speed up just by spending more time in that garage with you, chasing you around in circles. That's one way you can test for Hantu, by the way. If you have a ghost that on line of sight speeds up, and the longer it chases you, if not immediately, then you definitely don't have a Hantu, because Hantu cannot speed up on line of sight. They don't run faster from chasing. They only run faster from being colder. I don't know how exactly why, but hey, it's what it is. It's entirely temperature based. I don't like wasting time on maps when we figured the ghost out already, but I took pictures of the salt for y'all to move on instead of waiting for crucifixes. Let's go, we got a Hantu. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? This ghost is probably one of the easier ones to identify, just because by its speed, you're gonna have to notice it. Just by its speed, you're gonna notice it. Just by its speed, you're gonna notice almost right away there's something weird about its speed. As long as it goes through its ghost room or outside of it, and then changes to a different room, you're gonna notice its speed change. Even if you don't necessarily think I should pay attention to the footsteps, it's gonna be obvious. It definitely will be. It's something that stands out to you during a hunt. While you're hiding in your spot, you're listening, waiting for the hunt to end. You're like, is it faster? Is it slower? Wait a minute. It's one of those things that you notice. But you also want to try to get in the habit of paying attention to the ghost footsteps and the pacing of them, because there are several ghosts where that's the biggest clue of all, and it can give it away right away. Hantu is definitely the main one of the main culprits of that, because it's gonna be fast in its room, it's gonna be slow everywhere else, and it's gonna be maybe a little bit faster in rooms that it events in. You gotta pay attention to that. One of the biggest clues you can have when you do no evidence runs at all is because there are several ghosts on this list that if they run fast, or if they walk slow, it's gonna be a huge clue. I'm not gonna go into every single one right now, but keep it in mind. Keep that in mind. It helps a lot. Okay, let's spin the wheel of death and misfortune. Let's see where we're going next. Oh, okay, we're gonna go back to Tanglewood. Should we accept that? We should accept it. We should just obey the wheel, right? I could try adding a rule where I don't go back to the same house if y'all want, but for now I'll go ahead and just follow the wheel, and I'll just go back to Tanglewood and we'll see what happens. I mean, we just saw a Hantu. That made Tanglewood a little bit easy. What if we get a Revenant? What if we get a freaking Goryo and it takes forever? You don't know. I think this will be a good highlight of how different ghosts with a different behavior can completely change a map and completely change a run. So here we are. We're back on Tanglewood with no evidence again. We have Lori Pettit. For our optional objectives, we got to get Smudge, EMF, and Crucifix. Smudge, EMF, and Crucifix. Again, EMF is going to happen, and oh boy, is it foggy. Good thing we're not on Camp Woodwind. Smudge, EMF, and Crucifix. Crucifix, again, probably going to happen eventually, as long as I'm in the right room. Again, we don't have music box. We do have the hiding spot in the nursery this time. Okay. I like to have the light. I can hide here too. And the ghost just opened a door, I think, over in the blue room? Yes. Yep, he's in here. I don't see no bone in here though. Window knock. Wait. That window. Yeah. Well, we know already he's not an Oni, but he's also really active. Very possibly a Fae. Let's do that. Not a mirror. I don't see tarot cards, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm sometimes mistaken on that because it's so far away. No voodoo doll. No lockers this time. Is there a bone in here? There is not a bone in the garage. Okay. Garage is pretty much worthless to me then. We do not have a monkey's paw. We probably have something in the basement then. I'll take that, it's fine. There's the bone, that's what I'm looking for. That's what's important. Remember my 5-point checklist. I get the lights on. I find hiding spots in the ghost room. I find the bone, and I find the cursed possession. Remember, there's no particular order to my checklist. No summoning circle. It's just kind of, those are the first 5 things you want done before you do anything else. Whatever order it happens in, then that's okay. We know the ghost is in there. Or possibly in the bathroom, but I'm pretty sure the blue room. And we've got a hiding here, so. It's either here or this hallway right here. This hallway closet right here. That's what we got. We have only 2 options in the same area, which is kind of unfortunate, but it happens that way sometimes. What did you throw? What did you throw? Huh? But I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. I'm not gonna worry about it just yet. What's important is fine-tuning what knowledge we do have and getting all our tools in the house. I try to use motion sensors and thermo, as well as the paramite, mostly to confirm where the ghost is. Tracking the ghost movement is very crucial to knowing how to do this, to doing no evidence correctly. This is my experience. It might be bathroom. That's dirty water right there. Let's wait for a minute. He might be foyer for all we know. We don't know yet. Dirty water. Dirty water is worth more money than a regular interaction, so keep that in mind. Huh? Bathroom. Oh shit! Oh, oh, my heart jumped. This is why you focus on getting your tools in ASAP instead of spending time playing with the ghosts like I was just doing. By the way, speaking of dying in dumb ways, okay, so we might have an early hunting ghost. I don't know yet. Let me go see. No, that's exactly why you want to get all your tools in the house before you spend time observing it. Okay, it's definitely an early hunter. It could be a mare. Okay. So it's not any of these. Not you. It could be one of you two. It's probably not you because I wasn't talking out loud at the time. It could be you. Can't be you. Could be you, but you weren't fast, so not you. Not you, not you. Could be Mimic. It's one of these ghosts for sure, because it hunted that damn early. I'm actually gonna go ahead and eat a pill because since I wasted so much of my sanity playing with a ghost, I want to get prepped in better. This is exactly why you want to get your tools in the house ASAP. If I had my crucifixes in the house already, I'd be way more safe. This door? Might be a bathroom ghost after all. I'm thinking bathroom ghost. I thought it was going to be a blue room ghost, but it might be a bathroom ghost. I don't know if that means it changed rooms or not, but it doesn't matter because it can't be Agoria with that early hunt. I'm gonna go ahead and put some salt down all over the place. Just get it out of the way. Which salt did you step in? Oh, that one. That saves a lot of effort right there. Okay. That's good. We got the ghost photo out of the way. All that's left is crucifixes then. That's good. That's good. For those who are not familiar, the photos in Phasmophobia, each type of photo is a flat payout based also as well on how many stars you get for it. So if you get a 1-star interaction, it's like $1, but if you get a 3-star interaction, it's $5. So you know. But there are 3 photos that matter more than all the others. There is the ghost photo, which is worth $20. There is the bone photo, which is worth $10, and then there's the dirty water photos, which is also worth $10. Everything else is $5. Everything else. But what's more important, what really matters here with these photos is these rewards, they're not multiplied by the difficulty modifier. If you're playing on insanity, if you're playing on amateur, if you're playing on no evidence, if you're playing on insanity, I said insanity already, didn't I? These rewards aren't multiplied no matter what. They're still the same. Interaction is always 5. Bone's always 10, no matter what difficulty you're on. But if you get all 10 of them as 3-star photos, regardless of whether or not you get the good photos, then you get an extra 10 bucks. Assuming you get the ghost correct, you get an extra 10 bucks as like a bonus reward. For, I forget what it's called. I'll tell you, I'll find out in the payout screen. I forget what it's called exactly, but you get a bonus payout basically of an extra 10 bucks. Now 10 bucks doesn't sound like much, but that extra 10 bucks is affected by the multiplier. So on my no evidence difficulty challenge, I have it set at 7.45, so I get an extra 74 bucks just by getting 10 3-star photos. Now, at my level of money, I'm at 6 digits. I don't care about 70 bucks, but for the sake of gamer pride, I still try to make it happen. But it is important knowledge for y'all who might be maybe you're not at 6 digits, and that's fine. If you don't have that much money in this game yet, then keep that in mind as like a kind of a higher priority. If you want to get more money from your runs, you want to make sure you get all your photos are at 3 stars, whatever the photo is of. Pretty sure that's worth more money than just the photo itself, but maybe at lower difficulties it's not. Like if you're playing at intermediate, you're only getting an extra 20 bucks. That's basically like getting an extra ghost photo. But it's better to get 10 3-star photos than to get no photos at all. Oh yeah, we know it's not a Wraith or a Phantom. Right. We know that already. We know Mare, Demon, Omeo, or Raiju, or Mimic. It didn't run fast. And I had an EMF in the bathroom, so I think it's not a Raiju. I'm kind of thinking Demon, but I also need to make sure it's not an Onryo or a Mare. I probably should have the lights on and get myself back to 60%. Let's see, I don't need a paramic. I should check for orb. I'm gonna get an extra candle or two. All right. Now, depending on what kind of hunt you get, like I got that early hunt. That changed my game completely in terms of what I need to check and what tools I need. I don't think they have a Mimic. You cut the break right away. How rude. I'm gonna take these with me. Might have an Onryo, we don't know yet. If we do have an Onryo, then those candles are going to be a godsend. There are other candles in the house already, but I don't know if I really care about those too much. They're just not as bright. Okay, so this will help, and I'm going to get another... Oh, okay, I cannot carry anything else. Okay, cool. Well, I guess it's not too bad. That should cover up quite a bit of ranges to do this. I'm gonna try and control my sanity the hard way with the Ouija board. Or I guess not the hard way, but the manually adjust my sanity to where I need it to be, right? Before I do that, I'm gonna grab you, and I'm gonna grab, I guess, an extra flashlight. I don't know. I'm at 76% already. I want to get down to like 60, just under 60. So I want to drop about 20, I think. Well, 4 questions. All right. It's in the foyer. It's absolutely a foyer ghost. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go get that extra candle. All right, I'm gonna try to drop like 20% sanity here. Never mind. Wait a minute. That's a huge clue. First of all, it's not an Onryo for sure. Second of all, I'm over 75%. It can only be a demon. Alright, no test needed anymore. No test needed at all. And a photo of that. Is that everything optional? No, I need to smudge it as well. Let's get this photo here. This photo here. Like I said before, I don't want to waste time once we figure out what the ghost is. Alright, nice photos. Nice. No, I need to smudge it. I gotta try to smudge it outright instead of going for another hunt. Hey, there we go. Alright. Sometimes it's just that easy. Let's find out. Now, it's entirely possible that I missed an orb. But I think that early hunt consistency is a pretty good sign. And the fact that it easily ate that at a crucifix, it's like right there in that corner, even though he was kind of over here. Actually, yeah, it's like right here. That's the crucifix, and he was kind of hanging out in this area. I don't know how he ate that crucifix instead of the one next to him, but hey. I'm gonna go with Demon. I'm gonna see what happens. Maybe I'm jumping the gun, but I got some pretty big clues here already. And I got all the photos, so why not? We know for a fact it's either a demon or a mimic. I'd rather be bamboozled by a mimic than anything else. Let's go, Demon.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Sometimes you gotta go with your gut. So here's the thing. This ghost was an early hunter. He hunted above 50. Now at the time that he hunted, I was between 50 and 60. So based on that, I was able to do this. I was able to rule out all these ghosts, right? All the ghosts I'm ruling out are ghosts that cannot hunt. I'm assuming I was about 58, 59. All these ghosts that I'm getting rid of are ghosts that cannot hunt at that sanity level. Right? That leaves it at about 59, 58, 6-ish. These ghosts can still hunt. Mare can hunt if it's in a dark room. Demon can hunt, period. Raiju can hunt that level. Onryo can hunt that level. They can if it's still young, and this ghost was pretty young. Or it could be a mimic copying one of these ghosts. Now, I was also able to rule out both Raiju and Thay from that first hunt, because this ghost was never fast. If a Thay is hunting that early, then he's also a fast ghost, because he's still young. Because the Thay is the eternally aging ghost. If this was a Raiju, he should have been fast from being near the EMF reader, or the flashlight or something. He was not. He was never fast. So not a Raiju. That left behind these 4 ghosts for me to check. Now, I was preparing to lower my sanity from where I was at, back down to the 50 to 60 range, and then leave the lights on. Because a mare can only early hunt if it's in a dark room. If it hunts from a lit up room, it can only hunt from 40% or lower. It becomes kind of shade-like at that point. It doesn't like lights, that's how it is. But, I also wanted to check for Onryo. I checked for an orb and ruled out Mimic pretty quick, because Mimics, the way you check them is, see if there's an orb. If you have no evidence if you have all your evidence turned off and there's still an orb, guaranteed you have a Mimic, because they always have an orb. But I put candles everywhere to see if this is an Onryo, because the thing about the Onryo is, kind of like how the mare doesn't like lights, the Onryo doesn't like fire. A candle acts like a crucifix for an Onryo. But also, if an Onryo tries to hunt, the candle has a higher priority than the crucifix does. They'll put a candle on top of a crucifix, and then you have a test. Because if the ghost eats the crucifix and the candle stays lit, it's not an Onryo, because the candle always has higher priority. On top of that, I hadn't lowered my sanity yet, right? That when it tried to hunt me that second time, when it ate that crucifix, it was in a lit up room, and I was at 80% sanity. Or maybe it was more like 75. Well, 75% sanity, and since we already didn't have an orb, and the ghost was already slow, at normal speed, guaranteed to have a demon. That second hunt actually gave me more information than the first hunt did, because it hunted, ate that crucifix, where there was a candle lit up, and I was at 75% sanity. Only the demon and the fae can hunt at 75% sanity. And I guess technically the mimic. No, wait, no. Slight lie. Onryo can hunt at that sanity too, but only from blowing a candle out. But since it ate that crucifix with the candle lit up, guaranteed it wasn't an Onryo. The yokai technically can hunt that early, but only if you're talking out loud while you're like on top of its invisible ghost model. Because there is a location for the ghost in the house where it's at, and if you happen to be talking out loud with the V key pushed in, or the B key, while you're hanging out near the ghost, the yokai will get mad and hunt if it's below 80%. But it definitely wasn't talking, so it had to be a demon. I was talking to y'all, but not to the ghost. Anyway, I hope that made sense. There was a lot going on in my head on several like layers. Sometimes you gotta think that way when you're doing no evidence runs. Like, I knew it wasn't an Onryo because of the candle test. I knew it wasn't a mimic because no orb. I knew it wasn't a Thay because it wasn't, or a Raiju because it wasn't fast. I knew it wasn't a mare because the second time it hunted, there was no my sanity was too high. So it had to be a demon. Only the demon could really hunt at that level. That's the thing that makes the demon special, is their whole shtick is hunting, and more hunting. They're very, very aggressive ghosts. They hunt early. They can hunt as high as 70% normally. Or maybe it's 75. I'm pretty sure it's 70. They can hunt as early as 70% sanity normally, but then they have a lower cooldown on how often they can hunt. When you smudge them, they are prevented from hunting for a shorter period of time, for only 1 minute instead of a minute and a half. Excuse me. But more importantly, the demon has a special ability that can just straight up trigger at any sanity level where it just starts a hunt. So if you're getting hunted above 70% sanity, it could be a demon, because it is able to trigger a hunt at any sanity it wants. But that's on top of its normal hunting ability, which is at 70% or lower. It did use its ability once. That was that crucifix that it ate. And it even changed its favorite room once. I knew it was in the blue room once. I knew it. Alright, that was a surprisingly easy Tanglewood. I expected it to be a little bit spicier, but hopefully y'all can see how it changes things up. Even though we were on the same map, having a different ghost with different behaviors really changed what we had to do, and really changed how we had to play. Hantu didn't early hunt. We didn't have to suddenly get thrown off our game with all our tools, right? Suddenly, I didn't have a smudge ready. I was like, shit, I'm being hunted. I went to the nearest hiding spot immediately, because I had no other plan. That is exactly why the first time you go into a house, the first time you start the map, one of the first 5 things you need to do before you start playing with the ghost is find your hiding spots. Have a plan of action in place, so that when you hunt, you don't just panic and like run in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? It's okay to panic. Just make sure you're running in the right direction. You want to panic in the right direction. That's one of Soul's favorite lines. Because I knew where my hiding spots were at, I knew which direction to run. You always want to have that plan. So, okay, we're going to spin the wheel of death and misfortune again. Hopefully we get a different map. Let's see what happens. But if not, like I just showed, sometimes the same map can have different gameplay. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, okay, we're going to Willow Street. Now this house is also pretty small. In fact, it even has 1 room less than Tanglewood. But it's way more wide open space. It's less compact. And more importantly, I really, really hate its basement.
Look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. No report this time.
It's foggy weather again? Okay.
You're going in blind.
I am not blind. You're blind. Anyway. Here we are on Willow Street with no evidence. We have a Sophie Smith. Our optional objectives are repel, escape, and ghost photo. Now, repel and escape are probably going to happen at the same time. Depends on how good I am at running away. Ghost photo? In some ways, that's a matter of luck. I'm not the best at ghost photos. But I guess I'm better than some people. No music box, no tarot cards. No hiding spot in the front. Let's do this, let's do this. Breaker, please. No, the breaker's in the basement. I cannot hide over. No Ouija board or mirror. No hiding spot in the garage. No bone, right? No bones. Okay, no bone in the garage. Man, I gotta hide in the basement. I got a breaker in the basement. I hate that. I really do. Phone? It is a very dangerous house, yes. All that wide open space means it's harder to break line of sight. And breaking line of sight is the most important thing you can do when you're being chased by a ghost. It's not just about hiding, it's about making sure the ghost doesn't see you when you're moving around. That's why I leave doors open sometimes when I'm moving around. Like these doors right here, I kind of like to leave them open if there's a basement ghost. Is there a bone in here? This is my hiding spot? You gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. This is my... Please tell me I have monkey paw. Please tell me I have monkey paw. No summoning circle at least. Oh, please be monkey paw. Oh, yes. Hi. Gee, man. Where's the bone? I threw that book earlier. It was definitely in this room. Okay. My sanity is probably a lot lower than I'd like it to be. Where's the bone? I thought I looked in the basement. What the heck? You know, I didn't really check the front room. Oh, I'm so glad I have the monkey paw. I would not believe. I turned the light off down there, right? I didn't. That's 3 interaction photos on the door. Where's the bone? I want to double check the basement before I turn the light off over here. Oh, there it is. Man, this ghost didn't give me a hand at all. The ghosts don't go to the basement because I hate Willow Street basement ghosts. It's so hard to get out of there. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna unlock my favorite hiding spot. Key tip: if you get monkey paw, you get to hide where you want. You only get to make this wish once. I wish to be safe. There we go. You wish to be safe, and it gives you whatever it unlocks it opens up, or adds, or whatever you want to call it, the nearest hiding spot, and breaks the light in the room. In fact, I'm gonna put this flashlight over there. I probably have like no sanity right now because I've been wasting so much time in the house in the dark. But you know what? I got some very important photos. All that's left are the hard photos. Good news is I have a monkey's paw, so there's another wish I could make for that. Oh, you know what? My sanity's not that bad. I actually expected it to be way worse. Alright, so I'm gonna get all the stuff in the house, and then I'm gonna make my wish. Man, Monkey's Paw was probably the best addition to the game they could have done. Let's hope he stays in this room. He really needs to stay in here. If he hunts all the way in the back, that's actually fine by me. I can accept that if he hunts all the way in the back of that room. No, I don't know why my chat box has the name all the way over there. I'm pretty sure I turned off badges. Well, I got moderator badges and bits badges, that's it. I could probably stand to like stretch it like over No, 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 no. Nah, it's fine where it is. Let's do that. I'm like right there. I don't know it. I don't need to change it, do I? It's fine where it is. I'm always trying to improve my layout. Tweak it. I gotta learn to play with this chat box better. I could increase its... I could move it a little more to the left and improve the font size, maybe. Is Mojo alive? Let me see. Actually, I can't check from here. I forgot. That's right. I cannot do the YouTube chat in OBS for some reason. At least not in this OBS. Not in Streamlabs. It's weird. Let's hope you're still in here, Ghost. I really hope you are. That was a different door. No, he came outside. He changed rooms. That's fine. I can still hide where I want to hide. That's fine. I can work with that. I was too busy playing with my chat box that the ghost was like, you know what? I'm gonna ruin this guy's plan. I gotta move my crucifixes and everything. Ugh. I guess he could have wandered. We'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. Let's get this and this and this. These are all important. The three or there's like 4 tools actually you can use to really pay attention to where keep track of the ghost's location and movement. Paramite's good one. It's not as useful as the others, but it works. Thermo, of course, checks how cold the room is, as you might expect. And remember that the coldest room is usually the ghost's room. Yeah, he's absolutely moved out here. That's okay, we can work with that. And of course we have motion sensors to track where the ghost is actually running. Where the ghost's movement is actually at, because those motion sensors will go off, even for the ghost being invisible. Alright, let's get these motion sensors out of here. And instead... Hey! It's in the basement too. At least I know that I have a hiding spot down here in the basement in case things go bad, breaker wise. Good news though. The fact that the ghost turned the breaker off means we know that the ghost is not a djinn. Because if you're not familiar with the djinn, one of their special little tricks is that they cannot turn the breaker off. They can't touch it. Their power and their special abilities entirely come from the breaker. So we know for sure we don't have a djinn. Now let's hope this ghost doesn't change rooms again, because first of all, my sanity is already at 75%. Second of all, I want to put salt down. Salt is good for 2 things: easy photos and checking for wraiths. And I'd like to check for wraith right now. Not an Oni. That particular ghost event, Oni cannot do it. There we go. We have a ghost that for sure is not a wraith. Wraith cannot step in salt. They cannot step in it at all. It used to be the case that they would step on it, but then they wouldn't leave UV footprints. Now they can't even touch the salt. They just don't like salt. I'm hoping that wasn't a crucifix, but if it was, we have an idea of what ghost this is already. We don't know for sure which one it is, but we'll have an idea. 65%. So if that was a crucifix, we'll see. I don't think it was. I think it was a door touch, but we'll see. That was a crucifix. Hey, we got an early hunter again. All right. We know what ghost this could be. I am suspecting Raiju right off the bat just because Raiju is a pain in the butt. Alright, so we have yet again an early hunting ghost. It's definitely not a mare because that room is lit up and our sanity's still too high for mare. So can rule out all these ghosts. Demon, Onryo, Raiju, Mimic, or Thay. Personally, I'm hoping for a Thay. This is actually the best map for it. I'm gonna have to get in the camera for sure now. Ugh, photo cam, not photo cam, video cam. Alright. I can work with this ghost. Photo cam is over there. No! Man, I didn't take the picture of the previous crucifix. Damn it. Okay, oh, that means it's not an Onryo though, right? Yeah. Let's get a camera in here, but I'm pretty sure it's not a Mimic. That's way too consistently early hunting. I'm going to suspect either Demon or Raiju at this point. Let's get in some extra stuff. I'm gonna put this over here. I'll check that in a minute. I'll grab these. I wish to see the ghost. Huh. Raiju. It's a Willow Street Raiju. The reason I know that is because it's slowed down in the basement where there's no electronics. The thing about Raiju is their speed has two settings in a way, kind of like Raiju does a little bit, but in a different way. Not Raiju, kind of like how Revenant has two speeds, but in a different way, in that if this ghost is near, let's do this. If a Raiju is near electronic items, near enough, I should say, it's gonna run faster. It's gonna be at a higher speed. Let's turn this off. Find out where I left the EMF at. Right there. No other electronics, right? Oh. There's a flashlight over here. Nope. Listen to the speed. Listen to the speed. It's still fast. There we go. What did I leave on? Actually, you know what? I'm starting to think motion sensors do affect Raiju now. Oh, wait. I hate how wide open this is. Then again, I mean, I've never really died here except for when I've grabbed flashlights, but I wanted to be sure. There isn't any other electronic equipment that's on, right? Does this count? That's off, that's off. This might count. I'm gonna take a picture of this and this. It might be the photo cams, I don't know. What the hell? All because you were smudged? Where's the other photo cam? I left this somewhere. I don't remember where. Basement, I think. Yeah, it was completely still in the basement, so it's not the photo cam. I want to say it's the motion sensors. That doesn't make any sense, though. They've never counted before. Crucifix. I guess I could have saved my photo for that, but I just wanted to get rid of it. I'm gonna grab this and just like hold it near where my hiding spot's at, I think. Yeah? Is that all you got? Bring it, baby. No? Bruh. Bring it on. Come on. What's your name again? I have to smudge it and escape it, right. Sophie! Sophie, I'm over here. Hi. Don't come over here, Sophie. Please don't come over here. I almost forgot about my optional objectives. "100% Raiju." Gotta say, Raiju is kind of my arch nemesis, especially on Willow Street. Ever since that fateful day in the basement that I couldn't escape from a Raiju. It's always been my nemesis. One of the hardest ghosts to escape, it really is. So like I mentioned, the Raiju, its speed, it draws power from electronics, but specifically your electronics. And I think I just confirmed that motion sensors do count. Basically, if it's your electronic equipment and there's a way to turn it on or off, it draws power from it. So it draws power from like EMF, spirit box, the DOS projector, your flashlights. I'm guessing motion sensors now, you know, paramic, thermo. I'm pretty sure maybe even your photo cam, but I think it's supposed to be only when you're holding it. But it might be counting it when it's on the floor now. I really don't know for sure. But if it's electronic equipment from here, the ghost will draw power from it to run faster. Otherwise, it just speeds up normally on line of sight. It's not like a Hantu where it only speeds up that way. It speeds up this way and it can increase by line of sight speed. Okay, yeah, so that's good. The other thing about Raiju is they flicker your electronics from further away. There we go, Raiju. Let's go. They flick. You know how your flashlight will flicker when you're near the ghost during an event or a hunt? The Raiju will do that from a longer distance. But it also draws power from those electronic equipments to run faster. So the way you typically have to deal with Raiju, at least to test it, is see if it runs fast near electronics or not. The fact that it was fast upstairs but then slow in the basement is what gave it away really quick, right away, that I knew it was a Raiju. These ghosts can hunt from as early as 65% sanity, which is when it first tried to hunt me and ate that crucifix. So if you get an early hunting ghost, Raiju still possible. If it's a ghost that's fast during a hunt, better check if it's because of your EMF reader. Alright, got a Raiju. That was actually not too shabby. Not too bad of a run on Willow Street. Even with the Raiju, even with my arch nemesis, the freaking Willow Street Raiju, still a really good run. I'm actually on a roll today. Not to jinx myself or anything, but I'm on a roll today. So we're gonna roll and spin. That is another wheel of death misfortune. We're gonna see where we're gonna go. Oh, we're going to Edgefield. Oh, let me tell you, Edgefield is probably my favorite house, if only because there's so many line of sight breaks. It's also a really buggy house, so in that way, it's kind of a love-hate relationship. I used to like Willow Street the most, but I don't know, it's so wide open. That alone makes it dangerous. It's kind of hard to play sometimes. Why don't you take a closer look, huh? Anyway. Clear my throat. My throat is not happy with me lately because my sinuses. Here we are on Edgefield Road. No evidence mode. With Maria Johnson. Our optional objectives are Paramike, Candle, and Repel. Don't know why I push crouch, I just did. Now, I like Edgefield a lot. It's a fun map. It has a lot of line of sight breaks, so it's really easy to escape a ghost. But there's also several places on the map that are kind of buggy when it comes to lighting. So I love it, but I also kind of don't. It has its flaws, but I think sometimes the flaws are pretty good. Sometimes a flaw just adds a little bit of extra charm to a map or to a house. You know what I mean. Basement hiding. Oh man. Throw upstairs. But I don't have the summoning circle, which is unfortunate, but oh well. I have a hiding spot down there technically. I heard a throw upstairs. We support. But what I'm looking for right now is the bone. It's definitely upstairs, but I want that bone. Door touch. This ghost is surprisingly active. It's in there. Yeah, it's also not a mare. We know it's not a mare. It seems to like throws, so we know that much. Hey, interaction. All right, cool. Let's double check over here. Nope, can't hide there. What about here? Nope. About here? Nope. In here? Nope. There's really only basement? Wow. I don't think I've ever had this kind of hiding situation. Wait, which door is that? All right. I'm playing with the ghost a little too much. Now, all these line of sight breaks means it should be easy for me to get away from the ghost, but I do have a long distance to run, which is unfortunate because I don't have a monkey's paw to fix that either. You know, I almost want to make it so that I have the monkey's paw guaranteed. You can do that with custom difficulty settings. It just feels cheap if I were to do that. If it hunts from all the way over there, I don't think I'd care. Okay. Extra cam. All right. I remember, we have my 5-point checklist out of the way, right? I gotta make sure I got everything in the house. I didn't have garage lockers, right? It's gonna suck. Let's get this set up. Let's put this here. No. Put like right here. Put this like right here. Good measure. Put that right there, I guess. Yeah, there he is. Hello. Or she? Let me see. Maria. It's a she. It's a she. Gotta be respectful to the dead. Let's put this over here. For good measure. Oh, what I wanted. I can't believe I gotta run all the way to the basement. The lights in the basement are on, right? Grab the salt. Grab all 3 salt, why not? Hope the ghost is still in that room. Oh, he's still in here. Okay, yeah. She. It. There you are. Different phone. I didn't change my photo cam fast enough. That was this. It was this one. No, for sure we don't have a wraith though. That's a good start. Oh, that's irritating. I had missed my chance at a ghost photo already. What I tell you about how I'm not very good at ghost photos? If I have a monkey's paw or a music box or a summoning circle, pretty much guaranteed to get it. But other than that, no. I'm gonna have to listen to this. That was already a non-singing ghost event, so probably not a banshee, but you never know. Bruh. That's 3 interaction photos. All right. I still haven't found the bone. I just remember that. Oh no. I'm gonna get a candle. A lighter and a candle. I'm gonna start looking for the bone everywhere. It's probably in one of those upstairs rooms. I got so distracted by the ghost I forgot to keep looking for the bone. Can't do that. You can't do that. You gotta be patient. I'll leave this here just in case. I don't think it's over here. Shouldn't be that room. Should not be. Does not seem to be purple. Alright. Bathroom? Okay, so far so good. Not that room. Nursery? I don't think it's in here. What about over here? Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. Got a rib cage right out in the open. Don't need that no more. I left the smudge stick over here. Oh, I have a Ouija board. I can control my sanity if I want. Wait, Ouija board, right? Yeah, Ouija board. I can use that to control my sanity if I want. Hello, ghost. Maria? 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 I want a ghost photo badly. Maria, show yourself. Why are you touching different doors? I should get a thermo. Or I suspect she may have moved. Touch this door. Don't be a hallway ghost suddenly, please. Just touch another door as I was leaving. So far, I don't think she's an early hunting ghost, but we don't know for sure. This ghost is turning out to be a little bit more difficult than previous runs. 1.8 in the hallway. Oh, she's absolutely a hallway ghost. Okay. That's actually very important information. Because now this needs to move. Immediately. If she hunts from that corner, that is fine by me. I can hide it in the basement if I remember correctly, so let's keep that in mind. Door touch. Nobody told you to touch any doors. Yeah, it worked. Cool. That's what, 2, maybe 3 candle blowouts now? I gotta keep track of that. Interesting. Interesting that it just touched that door. I don't see any orbs. Never know, never know. It could be the case. That's another candle blowout. I'm pretty sure it's not an Onryo. I'll leave this right here, why not? It's still touching that door a lot despite not being in its room anymore. Unless it moved back? walking over here. Hi. How you doing? It is warming up in this room. No, there it goes. Back to 1.5. Okay, maybe, I don't know, 6 window. I don't know. It's hard to say, but I'm pretty sure this is still its room. Oh, yeah? Pretty sure it's not an Onryo. Hasn't killed the breaker yet. Footstep. Touch that back door again. Or else the nearby closet, one of the two. Show yourself. Give me a sign. Oh no. Still pretty cold here. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Show yourself. Do something. Give me a sign. I'm at a point where I think I have to let it go crazy. I think I have to let it eat my sanity now. Let me see where my sanity's at first. I'm at 59, 60, 61. I say average of 60-ish. I'm about 60, yeah. I just gotta repel it once. Cool, 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 cool. I'm pretty sure we don't have an Onryo at least. Just threw a cup at me. Heard that. That cup? Yeah, this cup. So it's still up here. Doing stuff up here. Alright, we're gonna turn the lights out and try to observe it and try to get a ghost event. Let's hope we get one. Show yourself. Do something. Give me a sign. Show yourself. Do something. Give me a sign. Barely touched. Do something. Show yourself. Give me a sign. Do something. Show yourself. Give me a sign. Maria? Maria, where are you? Maria. Show yourself. Maria? Where are you, Maria? Aha, there we go. That'll be nice. Maria, show yourself. Do something. Give me a sign. Where are you? What do you want? Are you angry? Make some noise. Do something. This room is still really cold. But it's still here somewhere. Door touch that way. She's just wandering around a lot. Maria, Maria. Show yourself. Do something. Give me a sign. What's my sanity at now? It should be much lower. She's surprisingly inactive despite the number of door touches she's doing. She's not doing anything else. I'm just above 50 or else just below 50. Let's see. Actually, I want to say just below it. I should be around 49%. I should be in hunt range for normal ghosts. I want to say she's at least not an early hunting demon. Hello? Maria? 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 You know what I'm gonna do, real quick? I'm gonna take this flashlight and put it over here. This is surprisingly a very good hiding spot on this map. Maria? Show yourself. Oh, she's not a phantom. Yeah, she's like right, she was like right there. She's not a phantom. She should be hunting me by now. She's been kind of pretty inactive in general, hasn't she? I want to say she's a shade. That's a hunt. Probably not a mailing. Yeah, definitely not mailing. Not a Raiju, not a Revenant, not a Dio. Shouldn't be Goria because she changed ghost rooms. Okay, let's see. Let's double check what sanity was at. Let's see if she has above shade or not. No, it wasn't above shade. Okay, shade is becoming more and more likely. I'm not sure where she hunted from either, because there's plenty of crucifix up here, you know? Unless this isn't her room anymore. Oh, she changed room again. Not the bathroom. Sounded like purple room to me. I'm thinking purple room. I'll double check with the thermo soon enough. She's definitely a normal speed ghost. Oh, this room's hot. The bathroom? No. This room, the green room. She's in green. Quick, 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 quick. There we go. Not a known reel for sure. I don't think she's a Hantu either. Let's see, I gotta do quite a few tests here still. There we go. Not a noni. That one's surprising. She got through the crucifix that quick. I'm gonna set up a bunch of plates downstairs. As long as she gives me the chance to do so. That's pretty much all I need, really. Dirty water. That's actually a nice photo. Oh yeah, she ate that woman. All the photos I need. Ate the other crucifix. Okay, cool, cool. I don't think she's a banshee. She hasn't really been behaving like one. But it's still a good check. And while I'm at it, did I get a video cam up there somewhere? I think I did, didn't I? Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. Pretty good sign she's not a mimic. I just want to rule that out. Oh, don't tell me she's about to change ghost room. I'm gonna do a very special test. Not a gin, not a poulter. Smudge her in about 2 minutes, give or take a couple seconds. There's no way she's a Thay at this point. Or a Moroi. She has the crazy patient lady for the for her model. So I want to say not Obake, but I haven't seen her model enough to really say that. I need smudge stick. Definitely not a poulter. Turn that lamp on. Definitely not a mare. We knew that already though from before. Oh, hello. That's an event. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Spirit? Not been a minute and a half yet. I want to say she's not a banshee. Not really behaving like one. Been about a minute and a half now. That was kind of... No. Oh. Hello? Hello? Yeah, she was coming for me. She knew where I was at. She heard me. I think she heard me. So I think she's not a yokai, but it's also hard to tell if she was going for me because of my voice or because she was already checking that area. She moved to the bathroom. Alright. I think it's pretty safe to say she's not a spirit, though. Shade seems more and more likely. She's in here, right? I gotta get another smudge. Yeah? Talk to me, Goose. If she's a shade, she cannot hunt from the same room as me. She cannot hunt if I'm in the same room with her. Yeah, you mad? If I'm being really quiet, I'm listening very carefully. Maybe I should hook up those motion sensors. Build a breaker. Cool. That was in the garage, right? Yeah. Huh. That whole time after she moved room up to near the bathroom, she wasn't hunting me. And she was near me that whole time. You in here, Ghost? Yeah, you're in here. Hi. I don't think she likes that. Oh shit. Ooh. I have to go to the basement for once. I made it though. Listen carefully. It's over. I hate going to the house in the dark like that. I meant to grab the other smudge stick and I didn't pull it off. But you noticed how quickly I broke out of sight though, right? I didn't need the other smudge stick after all because of that. She's in there for sure. Got these motion sensors. I have an idea of when she's not in the bathroom. Ooh. I don't think she's a Yurei. I don't really have a reason to believe she's a Nobake. Okay. I might have to like use the living room to like... I might try to use the living room to just maybe like loop her for as long as I can while she speeds up on line of sight with me. Hello? Ghost? Maria? What the hell? But this room's hot. The hallway's hot. Okay, I knew it. She went back. She's still in here. Yeah. The bathroom's absolutely her room. Talk to me, Goose. Hi. You want to do stuff while I'm here? You don't like it when I watch, do you? She doesn't like an audience, guys. This is actually seeming very, very likely now. Permanent 0.4. I see why I have the motion sensors put in. I want to make sure I'm in the same room as the ghost right now. I'm moving my camera around a lot, partially for the sound for the paramic, and partially so I can keep an eye on the motion sensor. Notice how inactive this ghost suddenly is as well. Other players being near a shade lower how active it is, as well as making it impossible for it to hunt. She's talking plenty, mind you. But she doesn't want to hunt, and she's not throwing anything. Not that there's a lot for her to throw, but there's stuff in the cabinets, right? No, there's not. There's nothing for her to throw. It's a... The moment I leave the bathroom, notice that? I'm pretty sure she's a shade. This, by the way, is actually a very good hiding spot in general. It's almost 100% safe. As long as she doesn't like run over here, you're fine. I'm surprised I haven't tried to like break that hiding spot yet. Genuinely surprised by that. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is this still her room? Wait, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay, yeah. Hi. I brought some toys for you to play with. My pet ghost. Do I have the optional objectives done? I do. I have everything done except leaving. Tell you what. I'm gonna go with Shade and we're out of here. I have no reason to believe it's anything but a Shade. I'd say a Shade is one of the harder ghosts to identify, but there's still some things you can check for it. Obake I could really look for. Same with Yokai I could really check for. But I have no indication of Banshee or Yurei and nothing to say it's not a Shade. So let's see. Let's go, we got a Shade.
There's some jobs ready for you.
See, I mostly know what I'm doing at this point, at least with Phasmophobia. I have an idea of what I'm checking for. So the Shade. A lot of people know this ghost. A lot of people, most people I think are pretty familiar with what this ghost is exactly. Oh, cool, got a weekly. The Shade is the ghost that is shy. It's the shy ghost. It's the shy guy. You know the old Mario shy guy ghost. That's the Shade. Or maybe you could even say it's the Boo, because you know how the Boo doesn't like being looked at. That's the Shade. They don't like getting attention. They don't like being in the limelight. They don't want to be the focus. They don't want to do anything. They're Shade. They want to be let alone. So the Shade cannot hunt above 35% sanity threshold, which means you can get to 50, you can get to 40, you're still safe. It's not until you hit 35 this ghost will even try to hunt. But on top of that, if you're in the room with the ghost, it will not hunt. Not at all. Now, it might roam out of its room. It might roam into a different room and try to hunt from there. But it will not hunt if you're near it in its room. That is one of the main ways you can really check for Shade. That's why I went into the bathroom the way I did with the motion sensors all around me. So that I can know when it left. Notice how every time it left the bathroom, I went back out into the hallway. Every time I went back in the bathroom, I followed it in. It didn't want an audience, guys. It didn't want me to see what it was doing in that bathroom. So I made sure to hang out with it and see if it would hunt or not. It wasn't until I started bringing items into the room from